and welcome to Port Extra. Today we are in the fantastic city of Barcelona, one of our beautiful Spanish ports. The actual correct pronunciation of Barcelona is Barcelona, like the Spaniards say. Barcelona is Spain's second largest city and has a wealth of history, art and culture. It was the capital of Spain during the 1930s, and it is very different from all other great European cities due to the survival of a large medieval city known as the Gothic Quarter. The quarter comprises of Gothic buildings and the famous cathedral, so be sure to go and take a visit. Los Ramblas is one of the most busiest streets here in Barcelona, stretching at about 3 kilometers long. On the Ramblas, you will find lots of flower markets, art and craft stalls, painters, and plenty of street entertainers. Those street entertainers, you just never know. The other famous cathedral in Barcelona is the Sagrada Familia. La Sagrada Familia is one of the most famous monuments in all of Barcelona and a must-see for all visitors. The building began by Gaudi, who lived on the site, but he died before its completion. Gaudi's death was treated as a Catalan disaster, and all of Barcelona turned out for his funeral. Building work is still being completed on the cathedral today. However, there are mixed feelings to whether it should be completed in the style of another architect or simply just left alone. Come and visit and decide for yourselves. As you travel around the city, you'll see other architecture by Gaudi, such as La Pedra, which is located on the Passeig de Garcia. In 1984, the building was declared a World Heritage Site. This is one of Antonio Gaudi's masterpieces. The building is now owned by the bank and open to all public. Inside access includes amazing views to the patios and attics, where you will see an audio-visual presentation. The presentation will show you photographs, drawings, and documents, which will bring you closer to the architect's life. The rooftop displays a cornucopia of artwork that will certainly make your visit very memorable and dazzle all your senses. Anyone interested in art and culture will have a very busy day in Barcelona, as there are lots of museums and galleries to come and see. Some of the famous places include the Picasso Museum, the Museum of Modern Art, and the Juan Miró Foundation. For more details, ask at the Tourist Information Desk, which is just inside the terminal building. The shopping in Barcelona is amazing. There are thousands of shops, so you might not have time to get around all of them. There are shops ranging from small souvenir shops to huge department stores. Also, lots of local Spanish boutiques. Most of the shops close at around 1 p.m. until 4 for Spanish siesta, but they do reopen in the afternoon for your shopping enjoyment. The best way to see all the sights is, of course, on a guided tour. But if you want to head off on your own, then you can take the port bus or a taxi into town. So, how does it work? Well, taxis are metered, but it's always a good idea to agree a rough price before commencing a journey. The port bus runs every half hour, but there usually is a big queue. The bus drops you off at Columbus Column at the bottom of Las Ramblas. Barcelona has its own metro system, which is an excellent way to get around the city to see all the main attractions. as most of the main attractions around the city are too far for you to walk in between. If you're traveling out for the whole day, it would be a good idea to check out the price on a day pass, as opposed to buying individual tickets on the metro system. Telephones are located all around the city of Barcelona. The minimum charge on an overseas call is about 200 pesetas. The international dialing code is 00 plus your country code number. One of our next visits is to the Monastery of Montserrat, based in the very high mountains overlooking the Catalan landscape. Montserrat means serrated mountain, and you can see why by the jagged-shaped peaks of the top of the mountain. The monastery is 38 miles and 62 kilometers west-north of Barcelona. Pilgrims have been coming to the site for centuries. To the people of Catalonia, the monastery was more important for hiding Franco's enemies during the years of repression. Today, it's a very popular place to get married. The pilgrims still come from all sides of the world, except mostly by car and coach up this 451-foot mountain. People come to pray at the shrine of the Black Madonna that was carved by the evangelist Saint Luke. Legend has it that the figure was hidden in the mountain by Saint Peter, only to be discovered by shepherds years later in 800 AD. A shrine was built, and as pilgrims came, so did the money to build more lavishly. One of the highlights at the Montserrat are the choir boys, who sing every day at approximately 1 p.m. when the church holds a service. Enjoy sports. There is an Olympic stadium here in Barcelona. It was used in the 1992 Olympic Games, a must-see for all sports fans. The 1992 Olympics put Barcelona on the map, and this great stadium is no exception, holding over 60,000 people. There is an indoor sports complex, even a pool, but by far is the Nou Camp Stadium, which has a museum dedicated to some of the wins and victories of Barcelona's football team, FC Barcelona. Well, that's all the time we have today here on Port Extra. We really do hope that you've enjoyed the city of Barcelona. For more information on shore excursions, be sure to check out the literature and the information on board your ship. We're going to leave you now with some more impressive sights of the beautiful city of Barcelona. Goodbye and take care.